Tensions have erupted once again in the Middle East. Hezbollah, the Lebanese militant group, launched a barrage of rockets into northern Israel. This attack has sparked fears of a wider conflict in the region. The situation remains tense. The world watches and waits to see what will happen next. The roots of the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah run deep. Hezbollah, meaning Party of God, was formed in 1982 during the Lebanese Civil War. Its primary goal was to resist Israeli occupation. Supported by Iran, Hezbollah grew in strength. It became a powerful political and military force. Hezbollah views Israel as an illegitimate state. Israel withdrew from Lebanon in 2000, but tensions remained high. Hezbollah continued to build up its arsenal. In 2006, a cross-border raid sparked a 34-day war. A UN-brokered ceasefire ended the fighting, but underlying issues remain unresolved. The crisis began with an Israeli airstrike. It killed a high-ranking Hezbollah commander. Hezbollah vowed revenge. They promised a swift response. Israel claimed the strike was necessary. The commander was planning attacks. Israel uses preemptive strikes. Such actions escalate tensions. The killing was a major escalation. Seen as a direct attack on Hezbollah, rocket attacks on Israel followed. Fears of a broader conflict have risen. Hezbollah launched a barrage of rockets into northern Israel. The rockets targeted towns and villages near the border with Lebanon. The attacks sent shockwaves through the region. They served as a stark reminder of the ever-present threat of violence. The Iron Dome missile defense system intercepted many of the incoming projectiles. However, some rockets managed to get through. These rockets caused damage to buildings and infrastructure. Several Israeli civilians were injured in the attacks. The rocket fire forced thousands of Israelis to flee their homes. They sought refuge in bomb shelters. The attacks brought back painful memories of past conflicts. They instilled fear and uncertainty in the hearts of many. Section 5. Israel's defensive shield. Israel responded to rocket attacks with airstrikes. The Air Force targeted Hezbollah positions. The IDF used advanced weaponry. Israel's response was swift. The IDF aimed to degrade Hezbollah's capabilities. The Iron Dome played a crucial role. It protected Israeli civilians. Section 6. A region on edge. The recent flare-up between Hezbollah and Israel has sent shockwaves through the region. Neighboring countries are watching the situation closely. They fear being drawn into a wider conflict. Iran, Hezbollah's main backer, condemned the Israeli airstrikes. Iran provides Hezbollah with financial and military support. Tehran views Hezbollah as a vital ally in its regional struggle with Israel. The international community has expressed deep concern over the escalating violence. The United Nations called for restraint from both sides. World leaders urged a de-escalation of the conflict. Section 7. Calls for calm go unheeded. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, expressed its unwavering support for Israel's right to defend itself. However, Washington also urged all parties to avoid actions that could further escalate the situation. France, which has historical ties to Lebanon, called for a ceasefire. Paris urged all sides to engage in dialogue to resolve the crisis. Russia, which has a military presence in Syria, also called for restraint. Despite the international calls for calm, the situation on the ground remains tense. Both Israel and Hezbollah have shown no signs of backing down. The risk of further escalation remains high. Section 8. The road ahead. The immediate future of the region hangs in the balance. The situation is highly unpredictable. One possibility is that the current ceasefire will hold. It could pave the way for diplomatic efforts. Another possibility is that the violence will escalate. This could lead to a wider conflict. The international community must play an active role. Diplomacy is the only way to achieve lasting peace.